Hello once again and welcome to day 9 of the Nerd³ Awards 2025. Today we're going to be having a look at some strange monsters as we enter the right hand side of the bracket for the first time. Which game had the weirder monsters and which was the better game? Was it Pokemon Legends, which is Z to A, or was it Promise Mascot Agency? Let's start with Pokemon. Pokemon finally gave us the battle system which I have been asking for years. You still keep your moves, you still have all that sort of stuff, but it's real-time Pokemon combat where you're moving around, you're calling out moves, you can dodge attacks by just simply telling your Pokemon to move out of the way and do a different attack. There's strategy, there's real-timeness. It's just so much better. So much better. It's the Pokemon. For a million years, I've wanted this combat system. A billion years even. And finally, Pokemon Legends gave it to us, as well as just a very weird game. A very weird game where they're like, okay, you know Pokemon's the thing about a big adventure and you go off and have an adventure. Well, what if you never left your city? It's introvert Pokemon. That's what they made. It's the non-adventurous Pokemon. And Promise Mascot Agency was just a fucking weird game. Just a fucking weird game where they were like, what if the mascot's real? What if instead of just a costume that somebody wears of a crying block of tofu, what if it was just a crying block of tofu? What if you were an ex-Yakuza guy who had to drive a little car around a world populated by these things and run an agency and solve little mysteries and things and work out some Yakuza stuff while also upgrading your car and flying around? It was a weird game. It's a strange, weird, really quite baffling game in a lot of ways. But it's also a game I 100% completed because I absolutely bloody loved it. It's got a really weird, chaotic energy to it. It's almost visual novel-y in a lot of places with this weird driving and also management card battling thing. It wears a lot of hats and it wears them all in a very silly way, but those hats suit it, and that is why in this battle here, Promise is getting put forward. Promise is going forwards because it was just absolutely bloody weird, and I just loved how weird it was. Pokemon, I just think it lacked the adventurous spark that I like from the Pokemon games. You know, it's like catch the Pokemon. They're in the city, in these areas that we've designated. And it felt more like bullying. You know, it's like... you know, you go in the wild and you find a wild creature and you bring it home. That's Pokemon. You go to the wild area where there's definitely this Pokemon. It's like when rich people go hunting, right? And they go into like a special enclosed... There's like a little cage with a lion in it and they just poke their gun through. They're like, I'm cool. You're not cool. You're a cunt. Right, and that's kind of what Pokemon Legends felt like. Love the battle system. I kind of enjoyed the vibe of the game. It was a bit more off-kilter, but the cutscenes did bore me to tears. But it wasn't honestly a patch on Promise Mascot Agency, which was just really fun and really weird. And I'm really fun and really weird. Well, I'm really weird. So, Promise Mascot Agency moves to the next round, and Pokemon Legends, it stays where it belongs, in the qualifiers. I'll see you next time.